black people. It's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire and reality simple. Reality simple. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire and reality simple.
Into I hate women, and they want to find every woman that they can find and just cuss them out and call them every B in the world. And that's not the purpose of what I'm doing, and that's not the purpose of my movement. The purpose of my movement is to get black men and black women together, not to get them to just be bickering and constantly argue. So
why does it sound like you bicker and constantly argue? Explain that.
The reason it sounds like I'm bickering and constantly arguing, because I'm bickering and constantly arguing, but I'm doing it for your benefit. No, seriously, what I'm doing is trying to bring forth a message and to get a conversation going. But the conversation is to be had by the other people. I'm like the judge in the courtroom.
Peace forever and always. This is your brother, the mighty Angel Snub Nub 7. Okay. I would like to attempt to, and I want to, because I'm trying to, I want to make an attempt to answer this question. Do we misunderstand Tommy Sotomayor? There are many people who say that Tommy Sotomayor is misunderstood. I do not want to be guilty, nor do I wish, or it is my intent to lambaste, make mockery, or do anything to harm another person, especially when they don't deserve it. I do not want to be accused or guilty of misunderstanding. What is misunderstanding? What is it to be misunderstood? A simple definition you will find in any dictionary will be: misunderstanding means the failure to understand correctly. So are we misunderstanding Tommy Sotomayor's message? In the clip before I place myself on this particular video, you will see Tommy Sotomayor himself say that my purpose is to get or to bring black men and women together. So the question that is raised is, your purpose is to bring black men and women together and act as or function as some sort of judge, being some type of mediator between the two. You wish to bring the man and the woman together. Now, what is mind-boggling to me is your method. How can making mockery of a person, talking about their weave, talking about their way of life, degradation, mockery, laughing at people, how is that bringing anybody together? How is exposing the so-called ill behaviors of people, how is that bringing somebody together? I've never seen that work. I was told in religious teachings that as a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh, or as a woman thinketh, so is she. If we think we are these things, we become these things. So you're saying that you don't want to see people behaving like this, but this is what you are feeding them. You are feeding them negativity. You are feeding them that which mocks them. So how is this improving? How is this making people come together? And even you yourself, you don't want to hear the negative things about yourself. You don't like it when people talk about you and bring up things about yourself, because we have this self-righteous attitude. There's nothing wrong with us. Who are you to judge? Again, you know, I'm not a religious person, but scriptures, the wisdom in scriptures that we've had for thousands of years, clearly we have not learned anything. It says in the scriptures, judge not, lest ye be judged. Something to that effect. But we do it. Then when it's our turn, we can't take it. Nobody wants to hear about their bad side, not even you. Who are you to judge? What qualifies you as a judge? And then when we see you as a judge, Mr. Tommy Sotomayor, we see somebody who has a bias against women. And this has nothing to do with your past, but you are a judge. But in your past, you have a history, and you do not deny, of domestic abuse against women. Out of your own mouth, you have mistreated women. So who are you to judge? How can somebody with this type of history, this type of behavior, you call women bitches, whores, bitches, ratchets? You are a biased judge. According to your video library, the women are the beasts and the ratchets and the hula hats, hair hats, or how y'all talk. There is no equality in you. You are a biased judge, because the reality and the truth of the matter is, anything that you find in weave wearers and all this other stuff, you will find in black men. The exact same thing. When you look at your video library, and our brother Tyrone showed us and made clear, this is a fact. Your video library sounds exactly like that of something that the Ku Klux Klan would say. We're niggas, we're beasts, we're all kinds of savages. This is your library. This is how you view black men and women. How are you to be judged? How are you going to bring anybody together with your hate-sounding, separatist speech? Your idea of a solution to the problem, you say, is simple. Just stop doing what you do. But yet you have not stopped doing what you do. You still a drunkard, and you still bash women. You still are a practitioner of domestic abuse, except now it's verbal instead of physical. In fact, out of your own mouth, you will even be physical, because you said, if I met that woman on the street, pound cake, you still talking about beating up on a woman. And in some cases, you even have threatened black men with physical harm. You don't understand what has happened to us as a people, because you really don't know black history. It is not simple as that. If it was simple as that, do you think that don't you think that we would be in a better position a long time ago, even prior to your birth? Abuse, in some cases, has become a way of life. You don't simply stop doing what you do, because abuse is all that you know. Slavery for black people in this country, it was a way of life. It was an institution. It just don't stop. And the reason why you think the way you think, and Fearless 2005 and Painless Risen and David Cowlin, so many of y'all out there in YouTube land, the reason why you think the way you do is because of a slave mentality. It's a way of life, and you think that is normal. You think that you are actually thinking correctly. To misunderstand is a failure to understand correctly. I understand exactly everything that you say. I understand exactly all these other brothers and sisters that we label coon and shine and ham bones and dark Europeans. That what makes things worse is because we understand exactly what you're saying. The problem is you don't understand what you're saying. You fail to understand exactly what you're talking about. You fail to understand correctly. So it is not us. You are a biased judge. You are a judge that is not fair and equal to male and female. Your videos show this. That is not a misunderstanding. That is a fact. That is clear. Out of your own mouth, pound cake, you wish physical violence on women and men coming out of your own mouth. You a drunkard out of your own mouth. You have a history of not even taking care of your own children. That comes out of your own mouth. Has nothing to do with your past. These are the things that's coming out of your own mouth, but yet you want to sit high and mighty and self-righteous. All of you judge, but when it's your turn to be judged. In Christian teachings, the best solution, and if you want to really find a simple solution, and that simple solution is to show our people love. That is something they don't get. They get called names. They get pound cake. They get that. They get beat. They get lynched. They get raped. They get molested. They get thrown in jail. They get all these things. But the one thing black people in America, both black man and woman, don't get is love. And that's the problem. We seeking love. You even seeking love yourself. You want somebody to notice you. Look at me. I'm a somebody. Everybody's seeking attention and love. And if you love somebody, then you begin to understand that it's not that simple. You can't tell a drug addict just to quit cold turkey. Some people can do it, but the majority can't. They need help. Because drug addiction has become a way of life. This has become a way of life. You just don't simply cut it. Just stop. You don't want women to wear weeds. Tell them why. I have not seen none of your videos. Explain to people why they should stop drinking, why they should stop doing drugs, why she should stop wearing weed, stop coloring your, stop getting plastic surgery. Why should they stop? It's a way of life. They need to be taught what has happened. It's not their fault. You live in a society, fornication and adultery, something that you have participated in, it's legal. And when you fornicate and commit adultery, and you have no honor, no value to yourself, then there's a consequence. So we are reaping the benefits of that type of ill behaviors. And before you can dare tell anybody else to change, then you must change yourself. Just like Michael Jackson said, you must look at the man in the mirror. That you must do first. And when people see the great change that has happened in you, maybe that might inspire them to want to listen. But nobody want to hear you beating up on them. Nobody want to hear you bashing them. Even you and all these other guys, Fearless 2005, Painless Risen, David Carroll, you don't like getting beat up on. You don't like getting mocked about. But see, you want to blame everything. You want to make fun of everybody, but you don't want to blame the real at the root of the problem. The root of the problem is slavery. The root of the problem is copying Caucasian people and their lifestyle, and you don't want to talk about that. So are we misunderstanding you? No. You misunderstand yourself. Your intent might be good, but you need to study and research and begin to really understand the root of the problem if you really want to find a real solution. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comments. Let's talk about it. This your brother, the Angel Snub 07. This was and is the Reality's Temple on Earth.